really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's be free Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free.
Hi everybody, my name's Alicia and I'm from Papercraft Secrets, and welcome to my live presentation. I hope you are enjoying the summit so far, and welcome to all the classes and welcome to my class. I'm from Australia on the Gold Coast, and I'm not in my morning because we have had a little boy sleepover last night for my kids. So I just thought it's easier to just shut the door in this room and just make sure that we don't get any distractions. So if you hear children screaming out there, it's probably just my boys having fun. And of course, we were up very early, as you always are with sleepovers, and in bed very late. So if I look a little bit baggy under the eyes, I'm sorry. It's 7:30 on a Sunday morning here in Australia. So I hope that you've had a chance to watch my class. This is the card that we did make, which is this one here, and it's a happy birthday card. So it's a fancy fold card made with the digital printable. So you can untie the little ribbon and open the card out. Now there are options for the number that you put on the card. So this is the number 4 if it's a 4-year-old's birthday card. Of course, you can change that number to whatever suits you. And we've got this one here, which is a little boy birthday card. And that's got the number 3 on it. Now I've got a little bit of a lag with my videos, so I'm not sure whether that's going to come through or not, but we'll see. All right, so we've got a question here from the Premium VIP. When I print out the card images, I lose a little at the top of the images. Can you give me the actual measurements of your finished images so I can match them, please? Sharon, thank you so much for your question, because that is something that I am prepared for, because a lady did actually email me about this. She wasn't getting the cutoff that you're talking about, but she just wanted to know the original measurements of the card. So I have just written up this on a piece of paper. So this panel here that has the scalloped edges, that is 3 3/8 by 4 1/4. And then the middle section of the card is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then this other third panel is 3 3/4 by 4 1/4. So if you're following my tutorial with the measurements, they're the sizes that you need to print for. Now, I know that if you're using the Cricut and you're printing it out, the Cricut can automatically resize. And then depending on whether it's an A4 piece of paper or a US letter, sometimes the measurements can be a little bit different from country to country. So your option is you can either change the size of the printed images if you're having difficulty, or you can change the size of the card to suit how it prints out for you. I think I just had like a 1/4 inch border around each one. So it's you just have to measure that out so that it fits. But that is the actual measurements of the panels. So thank you very much for answering that question, because I did want to talk about that today with everybody. What craft helps you relax the most? I think for me, I'd have to say fussy cutting is my most relaxing activity. I used to do it all the time. I would take a little bit of fussy cutting to my kids' soccer matches, or if we were sitting out in the street talking with friends, I would fussy cut. For me, that is really, really relaxing. I don't do it as much anymore because, I've just purchased a scan and cut machine. Well, I bought myself one for Christmas. And so I haven't been fussy cutting at all. I can't even believe that, but I haven't. So now what I do is my most relaxing thing is I actually find making printables really relaxing. So I just get my laptop and I've got my images and I just play on the computer, and I find that actually really relaxing, because every time I craft, I'm always videoing. So the actual crafting isn't that relaxing for me unless I'm crafting with friends. Sometimes I'll have some friends around and craft, and that's, although I barely get anything done. One of those, I struggle to communicate with a friend and craft at the same time. Yeah, I'm a real sort of everything has to be quiet and done crafter. I can't craft if I have jobs to do. I'm really bad like that. I have to get all the jobs done first, and then I can relax and craft, which means I don't get that much time to craft because there's always something to be done. Yeah, so that's probably I would say fussy cutting or computer designing. Are your Digi designs for sale? Yes, so over on my website at papercraftsecrets.com.au, we have a shop where we sell all of our digital images in like sort of printable designs. I've got some here. So, well, let me just say, there's the free library section, which has all the free ones. And then there's the shop that has the paid ones. Okay, so but some of the free ones, like they're really, really nice. Like this one here, is a really nice free one. That's called Vintage Violets, and that's really, really popular. It can make layouts as well as cards. And this one here was a free one. This was Card from a Sketch. That's a free one on the website, so you can download that. And then we have our shop, which has, so we've got all sorts of ones, like this one here, which comes in a little envelope. This is the same design that we made in the class today, but it's a little Valentine's Day card. So you can just untie that and open it out, just like the one we made in the class. And there's a little cute little bunny rabbit on there and a little bow on the back. So we do have printables for sale in the shop, but the best way to buy our printables, or to the best value, is to sign up to the Papercraft Secrets classroom. So in the classroom, it's very, very affordable, right? So it's $5 AUD a month, which works out to be about $250 US to $350 depending on the exchange rate. And then Canada's like slightly different. Like every country has their own exchange rate, but it's very, very cheap, very affordable for everybody. And then in the classroom, you get access to all the digital printables. So there's over 50 in there now. And there's also all the video tutorials that go with the printables. So if you bought the VIP pass, and you got, with the VIP pass, I gave away the Summer Fairies printable, the For the Boys printable, and the Easter Blessings printable. All of those in the classroom have 3 to 4 tutorials that you can follow along with. So if you're interested in crafting with digital printables, which is very cost effective once you have the correct printer, the Papercraft Secrets classroom is definitely the way to go, because it's much better value for money than buying the printables separately. Yeah, so I would recommend joining that. And also we have, a community in there as well. So it's not just like, it's sort of, we're all there together, crafting together. So it's a nice space. And also in the Papercraft Secrets classroom, you can submit a request. So if you wanted I always ask people what they want. So at the moment, people are really wanting seasonal printables, springtime. We've got some Easter ones that I'm working on right now that are coming up. We also do a lot of steampunk. Steampunk's been really popular in the classroom. So, and masculine cards, because it can be difficult to find masculine cards. We have lots of men in our life, but sometimes it's hard to make a masculine card. So we do quite a few of those. People enjoy that. So it's just a variety. Of course, we do Christmas, and here's another little steampunk cards that are all very, very original kind of things, different to see what you'll see in the shops. There's a happy birthday one, and so we do kids cards as well, because a lot of people like to make cards for their grandchildren. We're also in the process of making some just for you cards, sentiments. So because a lot of people are making cards to give to older people that might be in a nursing home, or they might be, like one of the companies here in Australia is Meals on Wheels. They take meals to old people who can't cook, but they're still in their homes, and they want cards for that. So I'm in the process of making some designs that are suitable for people to give to charity. So if you do have sort of requests, I'm happy to create printables to suit what you would like. So that's what the classroom is about, and that's the best way to buy the printables. It's cheaper, and you get all the tutorials as well. So our thing is just print, cut, and create. everything's fairly easy and simple, and it's just, making crafting easy and fun. Okay, here's a question from Melody. Measurement of the paper we print on our printer. Is it larger than 8.5 by 11? Yeah, so the A4 paper, I'll have to look up the exact measurement for you. It is slightly skinnier and slightly longer. But when you are printing, you just need to tick a little box that says print to margins of paper or print to whatever. So like, because they come in a PDF, so all the printables come in a PDF and a PNG. So with the PDF files, you just need to tick your little box on when you're printing it out, and it'll just automatically resize it so that it will fit your printer. There's just like a couple of little technical things that when you're printing out, you just need to do, and then that sort of fixes it between all the countries. But a PDF is like a standard template. So you just tick the box and then it should print out perfectly. Or if you want to, you could purchase A4 paper or US letter. Most printers will take both sizes. Yeah, it's just annoying that between the US and Australia, we use different size paper, which can make my life really difficult. But we work around it. Carlos has a question. I tried to download the Freebie Kids cards. In the video, you said to click on Freebie. To get the PDF, I couldn't get anything that way. Had to click on photo and get PNG, but could print. So when you go into the free printables library, you will see the image. And I think that, so there's two buttons. You can click the image, and that gives you either the PNG or the PDF. And then below the image, there's an aqua colored button, and that will give you the opposite. So there's a little line. I don't want to check it because I'm scared of messing up the live, but there's a line that says click the picture to get, and I don't know whether it's PNG or PDF. And then underneath that, there's an aqua button, and that says click to download or something. So you either click the picture or you click the button, and you should be able to get both, either your PDF file or your PNG file, depending on which one that you want. So if you're printing directly to your printer, you want your PDF file. And if you're printing to your Cricut, if you're using print and cut on the Cricut, then you want your PNG file. So I hope that explains it. But if you're having any problems, just send me an email and I can help you with that. I'm sorry I can't be a little bit more exact because I can't see a screen. I'm just scared to sort of ruin the live. What paper do you print on, says Debbie. Debbie, I personally print on, it's like an A4 cardstock that I get at Officeworks, and I did actually put it in my class video so you can see it there. That's because I live near Officeworks, and Officeworks in Australia is like a office supplies shop, and they sell cardstock. So you can get it in different thicknesses. I choose 250 GSM, but there's less thick things as well. You can use any cardstock or paper that your printer likes. So everybody's printer is slightly different, and some printers are more, they feed the paper through better than others. Like they're all got their own little quirks. So I would recommend experimenting with your printer and just choosing whatever cardstock or paper that suits your printer. So you can try with your normal, you might have white cardstock US letter or A4 cardstock in your stash, just try with one page of that and just see how it goes. Your printer will tell you if it doesn't like it or not. So yeah, just experiment and then see what you think. Linda's asking, what printer do you recommend? So Linda, I used to have a Canon printer because I do tutoring after school, and I'm always printing out worksheets and flashcards and all sorts of things in color. And before I started making printables. And then when I got into making printables, I was noticing that I was using quite a lot of ink. So like every month I was going to have to buy some ink. And that was when I found out about the EcoTank printers. And one of my crafting friends told me, because she was saying, no, you're spending way too much money on ink. The printer that I have, I only have to buy ink about every 6 months. And I was blown away. I thought, wow, that sounds good. So I actually purchased an Epson EcoTank, and you can get EcoTanks in all the different brands. It's different. You can get a Canon EcoTank, and I'm sure you can get EcoTanks in a lot of different brands. It actually took me, I think, 3 trips to Officeworks to decide what printer I should eventually go with. But yeah, so I decided to go with the same printer that my crafting friend had, which is an Epson EcoTank. And I think they're about $325 in Australia. So they're not really, really dear, but they're not really, really cheap. But the thing that it's been a lifesaver for me. I love printing. Like I love printing in color. If I get the option to choose, whether I'll print a worksheet in color or black and white, I always choose color because I love colors. So I am a heavy printer, and it has saved me a lot of money with my inks, because the inks, I think by the time you buy the whole set of inks, it's about $100, and that lasts me about 6 months. So I'm very happy with that. And I would print more than most people would, I feel. When you do buy your printer, though, I always make sure I get extended warranty on my printers, because what I find is that I wear them out. So I usually have to upgrade my printer every 3 years because I've used it that much. It's dead. So what I do then is I take it into the shop with my warranty, and they give me one for free. So that works really well for me. So I would always recommend getting extended warranty, because you just never know when appliances are going to die these days. They're just not made like they used to be, right? Well, in Australia, we're finding that. I'm not sure what you're finding, but I just find these days that things do not last like they used to. So extended warranty is always a good option just to keep you safe. I would be really angry if after 3 years my printer died and I had to buy a new one again. That would not make me feel good. So I just always make sure I get the extended warranty, and then I can take the machine and they just replace it for me if it dies within that time. Well, I have loved chatting with you all today. I hope that this has been helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at any time, and I am always here to help. If you're having trouble printing something out or using your Cricut or whatever, send me an email and I will do my best to get back to you and help you with your problem. And if you do actually make a card, one of my cards using the printable, I would love it if you could post it in the Facebook group. I've been in the Facebook group commenting on everybody's cards, and I must say that they are beautiful. I've seen so many beautiful cards in there. I'd love to see a few more happy birthday, fancy fold cards. So if you get a chance and you do decide to make the card, please share it in the Facebook group. And thank you so much, and I hope you all have a lovely crafty day.